Hey now, it's still Friday, December 8th, dragging through my third video, but I want to get through the HAs at least. There's a lot of them. I didn't realize how many there were. And it's the holiday spirit. So I thought I'd give you 3 videos in one weekend. So we are at God, Doug Harvey. So, Doug, when I first started, quick backstory here. So when I first started collecting autographs of in-person Hall of Famers, I still did research, but I did research, which I still do, like people I think that are living that'll make the Hall of Fame, but like are not in right now. People that are past. Like I was looking at managers, executive, and umpires, and like has to be 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. And I started reading about this Doug Harvey, and the man's umpire was God. Like there's like varying accounts why he was called God, because he like made the strikes and balls with such conviction. He was around so long. He was held in great esteem. Players would joke that he never made a wrong call. So he was on my radar for a really long time. As a matter of fact, in 1999, he was ranked like the second greatest umpire ever after Bill Clem, who we'll get to, was considered the greatest umpire of all time. So I reached out and I started doing research in like the early internet days, and I found his address. And I mailed him a baseball, which he signed. We're going to get to that in a second. So lo and behold, 2010 comes along. He gets in the Hall of Fame. Not surprising to me. I thought I'm a genius. I got his autograph years ago, and like I got it for free, and I threw it through the mail. And fast forward 2012, I'm at the show in Chicago, the November show before Thanksgiving they have every year. And he's there. He's charging $45. Like he's in the Hall of Fame. He did the circuit, which was nice. It was great. So it made his autograph possible. And it's $45. And I really was like back and forth. Do I want to spend it? Do I not? I have the money. And John Smoltz was there also. He was more money, but I'm like, you know what? I'd rather get John Smoltz, local guy, blah, 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 blah. And to this day, I regret it because Doug Harvey like stopped doing shows probably a few years later, did some private signings, and then he passed away in 2018. John Smoltz I've met numerous times since and got his autograph numerous times since. So looking back, and I had John Smoltz already also. I didn't have a real great one, but I had a John Smoltz already, and I had a Doug Harvey. So lesson learned there. I really regretted not getting Doug Harvey again in person. So without any further ado, that's my story on Doug Harvey. That's one of my big regrets. Not as big as Mantle, but it's a big regret on Doug Harvey. And I guess without any further ado, let's do the autograph analysis of God himself, Mr. Doug Harvey. So, share the screen. Now, just so you know, this Doug Harvey autograph, there's 2 on here. And so by time Doug Harvey got in the Hall of Fame, his autograph was very shaky. So the autographs, this is a TTM autograph most likely. He'd love to make his autograph. He put ump on the bottom, not God. He didn't inscribe God till after he got in the Hall of Fame. He was not very he didn't really care for the name God. So if you see a nice clean autograph of Doug Harvey, not shaky, and it has God on it, I would be careful. So again, the Doug Harvey, you're going to see again, it's not a rare autograph. Like this is really early on. This is a beautiful autograph of Doug Harvey. The D goes all the way through. You're going to see every letter. Again, the really unique thing of Doug Harvey's autograph was the E right here. The V goes down like a U, comes back up, and it starts at the top of the E and goes into the Y. Even right here, again, you can see that with the E, and it gets shaky. And again, he got in the Hall of Fame. God, he was 80, probably his late 70s by the time he got in the Hall of Fame. Maybe I think he was 80 years old by the time he got in the Hall of Fame. And it's glad they got in when he was still alive. So, I mean, fortunately, he did do quite a few shows, and it's not a terribly rare autograph. And umpires are not people are going to forge real often. So I want to show you my autograph. And this was gotten in 2003. And obviously I've added more autographs since then. When I mailed this away to Doug Harvey, it came back in black pen, and you can see it's not the most beautiful autograph. And again, he put ump under it. He would not put God under anything. You can see like the E is this classic E where it comes on top. It's already shaking. Again, this was signed at least 5 years before we got in the Hall of Fame. So I want to jump real quickly. Again, these are all good autographs to eBay right here. These are all best offers. So again, this is a Doug Harvey. Again, now that he's on the circuit, 2010, he's on the circuit. So people are getting all these full name autographs. I mean, they're not, my guess is people who have these autographs would charge less. And again, the God, when he did sign it, it's always a lowercase g. So if you see one for sale with God, it should have a lowercase g on it. Again, these are all good. No one's forging a Doug Harvey autograph. I mean, they all look the same to me, to be honest. Very shaky with the H over here. Sometimes it's like a triangle. Sometimes it's round like this, the D and the up. Again, very slow, very methodically drawn. But again, I don't think anyone is faking a Doug Harvey autograph. It's so methodical and shaky that it would not even look good if it were forged, to be honest. So it just, they all look the same. If it makes you, again, you can see, get a Godwin here for $150. Nice inscriptions. My guess is even if, well, it looks like a China ball, so I wouldn't buy this one per se, but $100 maybe with a Hall of Fame inscription. It's not a rare autograph. He did do like quite a few signings at the end. So that, I mean, again, this is a little too neat for me, but again, these are probably all like through the mail, stuff like that. But again, like I said, like you said, here's another God one, again, lowercase g. But anyways, that's Doug Harvey. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I want to give him his fair due. He's a Hall of Famer. And unlike Joe West, like, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But like, again, we were doing our video about Joe West, and I'm like, I bet you he doesn't get in, because like, besides like Bill Clement way back when, umpires don't get in right away when they retire. That's like unheard of if you follow the history of the Baseball Hall of Fame in the election cycle. So I'm going on a little bit soapbox here. I think Joe West will get in the Hall of Fame eventually one day, but he's going to have to wait, I say, a good 10, 20 years. So anyways, that's Doug Harvey. We're done with the G's. I think we're up to Harry Heilman next. God, I'm going to check Ron's book. I carry it. It's like the Bible. I know. Bear with me. Are you still here? Yes, Harry Heilman, local Detroit boy. As always, thanks so much for watching, and keep collecting.